Welcome to OpenECRI's Trader Training. My name is Toby Gennaro. What I'll be talking about today is trade management and how this process is critical to managing profits and controlling your losses. Let's go ahead and take a look. Here's an example of a trade to better understand how we properly manage our trades. Our number one rule for managing trades is a money management issue. So we need a minimum reward to risk of 1-to-1, simply meaning that we're risking $1 to make at least $1 or more. Now, in order to get to a final reward to risk greater than 1-to-1 to create essentially an edge in the markets for ourselves, we actually need to be looking for trades with the potential of something greater, like a 3-to-1 reward to risk, prior to meeting any levels of support and resistance in the price action. So we always want to ensure a clear path to our profit targets, but even with a clear path, there's still no guarantee that our profit target is going to be reached. And as always, the trade may or not achieve our desired outcome because the market is in control of the outcome of all of our trades. So once we have identified the appropriate trade with our required reward to risk characteristics, we need to set our profit targets in advance. And I've set up 2 profit targets in addition to our minimum 1-to-1. Since our minimum reward to risk is 1-to-1, we can close all of the trade at this level, and this is a perfectly legitimate exit strategy. You just have to remember that if you are closing all of your trades at 1-to-1, then you will have to be right more often than you're wrong in order to be profitable in the long term. Okay, so if you close none of the trade at 1-to-1, then you are at risk of potentially being stopped out while looking for a 2-to-1 or a 3-to-1 payout on the trade. However, if we close part of the trade at 1-to-1 and scale out as our exit strategy, then we create an advantage for ourselves by minimizing our risk as the market moves in the direction of our trade. So as we enter our trade and set up our stop loss and our profit targets, if we exit half of our position at the minimum reward to risk of 1-to-1, then we have effectively decreased our risk by 1/2 and have realized a 1-to-1 reward on the first half of our position. So by doing this, we have immediately reduced the trade risk to a break-even scenario without moving our stop loss. And the worst case result at this point would be if the market reversed and we were stopped out on the remaining portion of our trade. Since there is no risk on the trade, it's simply a scratch trade. There's no profit, no loss. But what we did was we essentially created a risk-free opportunity to allow the trade to run while still being protected by our original stop loss. So psychologically, it's now much easier to let the trade run when you've taken all the risk off the table. And then at this point, we can have profit targets set up at 2-to-1, 3-to-1 for our final portion of the trade. Now what we're looking at here is an order ticket that will help us to set up our order in a way that takes advantage of what we just talked about, scaling out of our trade and leveraging the break-even point. Once we identify our trade setup, we can prepare the order ticket in a way that establishes our entry price, our stop loss price, and our multiple profit targets all in a single order. Okay, and this is called an OSO and OCO order. So we can have a resting limit order, and once the market reaches our entry price, we are taken into the trade, and the order itself immediately sets our stop loss and our profit targets automatically. So you don't need to be sitting at your screen when the trade is actually triggered. Software platform will then automatically manage the trade for you, so your complete focus with the 2 trading strategies that we teach in the advanced trading course is to make sure that you take the very best trades in order to hit your first profit target at 1-to-1. Okay, so managing your trades to break even is really one of the critically important things you can do within your trading strategy, and one of the ways we do that is by correct stop and profit target placement. If you're interested in improving your trading, check out the OpenECRI website under Education and look for other trading videos and webinars, or you can call customer service for more information and educational events. Thanks for watching OpenECRI's Trading Education.